Ring, 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 ring.
Hello, this is Stacy.
Hi, Stacy. I'm a group sales account manager for Northwestern Athletics. My name is Zach Prosperry. I was looking for the right person who coordinates group outings within the office. I just have a few questions to see what you guys do for certain office events. Do you have a few minutes?
Yeah. Is there something in particular?
Yeah, just had a few questions for you. Have you guys ever been to a Northwestern game? Are you familiar with our program?
So we are, we're pretty close. We're over here in Skokie. We've never done an outing at Northwestern, but we have done a couple small outings to Cubs games.
Okay, and how did those outings and Cubs games go? What was like the best or maybe worst parts about them?
We went on days that it was really affordable for us and our employees. So they definitely like doing the event and not having to pay a lot of money for it. A lot of the employees like to just get out of the office. We did it during a day game, but we're definitely open to doing other events and adding more people to them.
Sure, absolutely. So for that Cubs game, how many employees were able to make it?
So we have our employees. We have about 100 employees, and we did get about 70 of them to come out because pretty much most of the office went, but it was just really our employee base.
So you were saying just really your employee base, so no like family members or other friends of employees came out.
No, we haven't done an event like that. We are
Okay.
kind of a newer company. We started about 4.5 years ago. So we're definitely looking because we're always growing. So we'd love to have family members be able to come to an event. We just really haven't had the great opportunity of doing it yet.
Sure, absolutely. And I guess just going back to that Cubs event real quick, and you were saying you have 100 employees and 70 came out. I guess in your own words, would you suggest that was a pretty good turnout?
Yeah, absolutely. So we kind of advertised it pretty far in advance, and I think that was why it was so successful that we got 70 to come out.
Sure, and so you were saying you planned it pretty far in advance. How far in advance exactly did you start planning this out?
Yeah, so we like to have at least 2.5 months to plan it. Ideally, more like 3 or more,
Mhm.
because then you can just lock down the dates, especially if we're going to involve family.
Absolutely. I totally understand. You kind of want to know exactly what you're getting yourself into way ahead of time. I totally understand that. So you were saying before for those events, not everyone wants to pay a whole lot of money. So I'm guessing you guys have a budget intact.
Yeah, so we have a small budget. When we went to the Cubs game, they were $30 tickets, but we did pay half, so we paid 15, and then the employees paid 15,
Gotcha.
and that's
Okay.
why we didn't make it mandatory, so because they did have to pay for it.
Sure. So it's more like individualized in terms of payment, kind of everybody for themselves.
Yeah, we do like to split it. We do have a small budget, like I said, so we would
Yeah.
be able to afford a little bit. But we're definitely gonna steal with that day Cubs game.
Gotcha. So I guess with that price, that's probably where your price range would be, kind of around that like $15 to $30 marker.
Absolutely.
Okay. Gotcha. So when you start marketing these events, 2.5 months in advance, how do you usually spread it around the office via email or anything like that?
Yeah, so we have these meetings every week where all the departments come together, and so we kind of have not decision making, but we kind of talk and say what's going on, and then we present all of our ideas. And me being the marketing coordinator, we don't really have a big HR staff, so a lot of the event planning stuff goes to me. So I definitely present it, and I like to get their feedback on it before we make a final decision.
Sure. And when you go into these out of office events, what's everybody looking for? Like what do you plan on accomplishing, you know, for the most part when you go to a Cubs game or just anything else having to do outside the office?
Just like you said, it is getting out of the office. I think
Okay.
it's most important to us.
Sure.
We're really trying to foster a welcoming environment. And now we're really trying to foster kind of a family environment since we are now at 100 employees. So we definitely want to invite their families and kind of, just get to know each other.
Absolutely, and you know what? I can can kind of relate to that with you, Stacy. Over here at Northwestern, we're very much into that family-friendly experience, and since that's exactly what you're trying to get towards, while having some more growth within the business and trying to get everyone involved with what they do, with what you guys do. It's really kind of what we're about, is just getting everyone together, having a great experience watching some Big Ten football over here. So as the, I guess you were talking about who makes the decisions in the office. You said that goes to you, right?
Yeah, so
Okay.
I ultimately will kind of present it to the group.
Gotcha.
And then, we do get a signature off on our president of the corporation, but he, usually follows what I say. We have some group outings that we've done in the past, and I wasn't in the position then, since I'm a little newer, but I know the past marketing coordinator has pretty much made the final decision.
Gotcha. Completely understand that. Well, Stacy, kind of just based off of what we're going over, you guys really are a newer company, wanting to grow even more, wanting to get out, do some more things outside of the office, become more family friendly, want something that's a little affordable in that $15 to $30 range. We really have a great schedule coming up for this season, especially early on when the weather's warm. We have $15 group tickets for games against Nevada on September 2nd. We have Bowling Green on September 16th. Do you think either one of those games would be of interest to the group?
Yeah, so I think the second one would definitely be a little bit
Okay.
better, because I know we are closed over Labor Day weekend, so a lot of families are going away.
Mhm.
So definitely that second game, would you say it was September 16th?
Yeah, September 16th, and now that we kind of mapped that all out, that's the game that I would highly recommend. It's our $15 price point for groups of just 15 people or more, and it seems that since you got 70 out of the 100 employees that go to the Cubs game, that would seem pretty attainable for you guys. And what comes with that discounted group ticket price are a few different things. We have some free giveaways with Northwestern football hats that we can do. We can throw up a scoreboard message for you guys on our Jumbotron during the middle of the game. And if you would like, and what a lot of groups tend to do is have post-game group photos on the field, which for a newer company like yourselves might be really great as something to continue that bonding experience for you, and just kind of a cool memento to have in the office. How do you feel about that?
Yeah, that actually sounds really great. I think a lot of our employees, would really love that, especially our alumni members.
Okay, great. Well, what I can do, I know we're still a few months away here. What I can do for you guys at this point, why don't I make things a little easier? Actually, you know what? When are you going to talk to your president next?
So we do have a meeting next Wednesday, and that's kind of our all staff meeting where we all bring everyone together.
Okay.
It's next Wednesday at noon.
Gotcha. Next Wednesday at noon. And if you don't mind, Stacy, I think what I can do to help make the process a little easier, I can come over to the meeting, have all that information for you that we just talked about, and kind of help explain what you guys can get into. If you think that would help.
Yeah, that'd actually be great. Like I said, I kind of make a decision, but we do have to get that final stamp of approval from our president. So he would love to hear from you in your organization.
Perfect. And what I'll do as a follow-up, why don't I get your email here? I can send you everything we just talked about as well, just as a basic follow-up with my contact information and everything, and we'll be in touch here within the next week.
Yeah, I can give you my email, and
Okay.
then you can shoot me an email,
Perfect.
and I'll be able to let you know when the meeting is and everything like that. My email is just Stacy
Mhm.
at aat.org.
Stacy at aat.org.
Mhm.
Got it. Thank you very much, Stacy. We'll be in touch.
Perfect.